Everybody, hey, it's Lee with Junk Removal Authority, where we help junk removal business owners make more money and live a better life. Also with specialty truck bodies, where we build the industry's premier junk removal truck. JunkRA.com for Junk Removal Authority, JunkRemovalTrucksForSale.com for specialty truck bodies. I want to talk about something that popped up here recently, and it's kind of a little bit of a misconception, or not necessarily a misconception because there's times for it. You hear a lot about a hustle culture nowadays, and always working, and 7 days a week, and working on Saturdays and Sundays. So just basically like working a 7 day a week schedule. And at times I've definitely worked 7 days a week, and especially when you first start your business, you might find that you need to do that. When you first get started and it's just you, or you and one or two other people, and you're wearing like a million hats, especially kind of as you get busier, you're not really necessarily making enough money to hire other people, but like there's other work that has to get done. Like you might need to work 7 days a week. Or if you've got a big growth opportunity coming up, in the case of junk removal, if you're opening up a new location, or you're expanding into a new service, or you've just gotten like really busy and you're just growing a ton, like you might have to work 7 days a week then. But your job as a business owner is to get a business that doesn't rely on you for day-to-day stuff. So like if you want to work on some Sundays on some stuff, like I probably do work 7 days a week, but like Saturdays and Sundays, it might be early in the morning, or it might be late in the evening, either before people have woken up or after they've gone to bed. And it's like stuff I just want to work on. Now I might think about business, and I might make plans and just like big picture type stuff, and come up with ideas and things that I'd want to try and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of it's just thinking, and it's kind of done during relaxation. You want to make sure, I've got a son now, I've got another one on the way, another child on the way due in November. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet. We're going to wait to find out. But when I'm with them, you've got to be very focused that when you're with your wife, or you're with your kids, or you're doing something that involves other people, you need to try and really be engaged, especially with your kids and your spouse. But when you have some free time and all, certainly think about work and make plans and dreams. Like you do need to be connected with it. Certainly make time for that on the weekends, but you should build your business in such a way that there's other people and there's systems and there's processes in that keep you from having to work all day Saturday and all day Sunday, or even have to do certain things on Saturday and Sunday on a regular basis. Now listen, when I first got started, for probably the first 3-4 years of Junk Doctors, at least probably the first 3 years of Junk Doctors, it was 7 days a week for me. I'd be on the truck Monday through Saturday. Oftentimes I'd come in on Sunday and I do truck maintenance. That was our maintenance day. In order to save money, I did all the oil changes and plugged tires and greased everything and changed belts, and just all the maintenance on our equipment I would take care of on Sundays. And I probably did that for the first 3 years. During that time frame, we were growing and we were getting new people, and we were making more money where we could hire some of that stuff off. And then it got to the point where I mainly worked Monday through Saturday. Now for the next 2-3 years, I probably worked 6 days a week, most days, all day on Saturday most of the time. Eventually I phased back Saturday and Sunday hours for Junk Doctors. Now after we started Junk Removal Authority, that was something that was new. So I was oftentimes working 7 days a week on it. I never really worked 7 days a week on specialty truck bodies in terms of a lot of hours on each one of those days. But I definitely will do stuff on Sunday. I'll definitely do stuff on Saturday. And as a business owner, you'll probably find that you'll be a little bit you need to do on Saturdays and Sundays. But you should build it in such a way that you can have some time off. Vacations and weekends off, or at least most of the way off, I'm a huge proponent of. I think the time you have away from the grind of building a business, because to do a business right, it is a grind over many, many years. Over 5, over 10 years plus. It's a grind to build a business. Even if you enjoy what you're doing, there's going to be certain things you don't enjoy doing. And to be able to unplug for a bit rejuvenates you. Much like when you go to sleep at night and you get that rest and you're ready to go the next day, that time away from your business is important to rejuvenate you. Vacations, huge proponent of vacations. Not all the time, but I'm a huge proponent that business owners, as soon as they can, and listen, guys, it might take 3-4 years before you can do this, but as soon as you can, when your business is running really well, especially when it's coming time for expansion, you've kind of hit a point where you maybe plateaued a bit, and now you've got to keep pushing. You have to keep growing because you need to keep growing, because if you don't grow, you're going to die. So you know you need to keep growing. Time away to get out of the day-to-day and really think big picture. Own your business rather than in your business. It pays off all the time. Some of the best work I've ever done has come on my vacations. Now, when I go on a vacation, normally it's in the morning, and in the evening I'll do some. Occasionally I'll have a day where I do nothing work-related at all, other than I might think about it from time to time. But in building a company, it's very tough until you have a very established business and maybe another operator that's running the day-to-day for you ever to unplug completely while on vacation. But you need to unplug a good amount and really relax and recharge, and you come back and you're so much more effective. Oftentimes I've encountered in the 12 plus years that I've been running a business, that I've been an entrepreneur, and I see it all the time in the hundreds of businesses we've helped start and build. Sometimes owners just feel like they have to always be working. So they might have done some major stuff that day, and you hit this point where you've done such big things for a particular day that you're probably not maybe going to be super effective at anything else you do the rest of the day. But some entrepreneurs will stay just because they feel like they have to, and they've got to get stuff done. Now, I'm a big proponent of being in, on time in the morning and being the last or one of the last person out in the evening in terms of being a leader. But from time to time, if you've just hit the point where you're no longer going to be effective, go out and recharge. And that recharge is going to be much more effective than just working kind of halfway or less for the last portion of that particular day. So part of being an entrepreneur is to be disciplined, and is to do things when you don't want to do it. You don't necessarily have a boss just telling you have to, so you have to be self-motivated. A lot of mornings, Monday mornings, and a lot of mornings, I have the same type reaction as an employee. I get up and I'm like, man, I really don't want to go into work today. But you go through the motions, you go through the routine, and you get into work. And by the time I get into work and get started, I'm on a roll, and I get to where I'm enjoying stuff. As a business owner, you got to force yourself into doing the things you don't want to do when you don't want to do it, because you don't have a boss sitting there saying, hey, you got to do this. On the same token, sometimes you get such in a groove there, you feel like you got to be plugged in all the time, working all the time. And that's not a recipe for long-term success either. I'm a racer. I race cars, been a fan of racing my entire life. And there is a saying in racing that applies to business, and it's, to finish first, you must first finish. And in the case of racing, that means you can't go drive out over your head and wind up wrecking or blowing your motor or doing something stupid that takes you out before the finish of the race. In business, you've got to manage your attention, your energy, your enthusiasm, so you stay plugged in for a really long period of time, because longevity, consistent, good, effective work over a long period of time, that is going to help you make your dreams come true and help you build an amazing business. That's going to help you get through the tough stuff that's going to come, because it always does. That right there is how you're going to build an awesome company. And that right there is how you and your family are going to live beyond your, reach your max potential and do the things you want to do and have true freedom. You got to do this stuff for a long period of time. So you must finish. You must first finish to finish first. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're talking about running your company. Hey guys, if we can help out all the way from if you're starting a brand new business, we have a franchise alternative business package. It's a fraction of the cost of a franchise, as good if not better support. No long-term royalty commitments. You operate wherever the hell you want to. There's no territorial restrictions. You do what you want to do. If you're looking to get in business, there's no question this is the way to go. Franchise is a thing of the past. Something like this business package, this is how you need to start a company if you got a little bit of money and you want to get up and going. Everybody else, if we can help you out on digital marketing services, consulting, we got a mastermind group coming up, or junk removal trucks through specialty truck bodies over at junkremovaltrucksforsale.com, then let us know. Hey, if you would hit that thumbs up button if you found this video to be helpful. Make sure you please subscribe to our channel. Just crossed over 8,000 subscribers. Not a lot, respectable. Mostly junk removal business owners. That's pretty cool. And hit that alarm bell if you want to get notified every time we post a new video. Again, guys, I'm Lee Godbold, Junk Removal Authority, where we help junk removal business owners make more money, live a better life. We'll catch you next time.